Good evening, everyone. My name is Tim O'Brien. I'm a freelance illustrator, the job you want. Right? You're not going to have my job, you have another job. And I'm the president of the Society of Illustrators, and welcome to the Museum of Illustration here at the Society. 32 years ago tonight, I was here as a senior with work in this show. I was nervous, I was anxious and excited, and I saw work that made me feel intimidated. And I looked around and I saw people, and I looked at them, and are they gonna have my job? Are we gonna be together and make this happen? And then there was the Society of Illustrators, which I was in this church. The way I thought of it was everything to me. It was our internet, looking at these annuals. And the Society has maintained that position in my life. Not just because I'm the president, but all through the years I've used the Society to connect with people. I use the competition to participate in the competition of being an illustrator. And I have lifelong friends from the Society of Illustrators, and I hope that you, beginning tonight, use the Society in the same way. It is an extreme honor for you to be in this competition because it's so difficult to get into. I think it's been said before, but I'll tell you, if you don't know this, of all the competitions in the field of illustration, in the professional and student competitions, nothing is harder than getting into this show. The sheer numbers, it's a ridiculously low percentage of students that get in the show, and if you won money tonight, you just better forget it, you've already won the lottery. So for all the students that are in this show, because that's really what the real winning is here, congratulations, let's all applaud. But you wouldn't be here if it weren't for two particular parties that had a role in your success. One are the parents. Now, I first showed up here at the Society with my mother. My friend brought his mother, and they spent the whole night trading shoes because their feet hurt. But she was proud, really proud of me that night. And I just talked to her earlier this evening, and she remembered all these details I forgot about, how meaningful it was to her. So, students, thank your parents right now. And then there's the other party that had a role in your success, your instructors. We not only teach for the great wealth we get from being educators. That's a joke. Sorry, John.
That's all right.
We teach, and I teach, I'll speak for myself, but I'm sure everyone who teaches will agree. We teach because we love being around that young energy, and we love helping, and we love seeing where illustration is going, and then watching you succeed. We don't want you to fail, and that's why we work so hard. So to all the instructors that have made it out here tonight, and to all the instructors who maybe hear about this some other time, let's all give them a hand. And lastly, I'd like to thank the Society for hosting this event, and with that, I'd like to thank our executive director and introduce her as well, Annelle Miller.
Thank you, Tim. I also have a long history with the Society, though I've been the director here for 12 years. I started coming here as a student when I was going to the High School of Art and Design over on 57th Street. I started coming here to sketch classes on Tuesday nights. So that goes back many decades. So this place is really important to me as well. So welcome, everyone. This night is truly one of the highlights of the year for us here at the Society. With our mission focused on education, we really are proud to be able to offer a venue to celebrate young talent by giving them a place to show their work, to network, and to learn from industry professionals. And those who are local and who spend time here and who are our interns here, and I know there are many in this room, I think can attest to that. There really is no other place like this, really, in the world, and we are all so passionate about what we do here. Passion, as defined in the dictionary, means a powerful emotion and boundless enthusiasm. But in reality, passion is what gives us purpose in life, intensity, drive, and dedication. Nothing great could ever be achieved without it. This exhibition does reflect that passion. Whether you receive a scholarship award or not, as Tim said, you really all have shown that you want to reach beyond what is expected of you, and I applaud you for that. So, more applause. I'm also going to thank a lot of people this evening, the extraordinary educators who have made their mark in the field of illustration, as well as making a huge difference in the lives of the students who are fortunate to study with them. We have generous donors and sponsors who help us sustain our scholarship fund and allow us to make a difference in the lives of students, and that's really something we could not do without the support of so many wonderful people. And we can't, again, forget the family and friends who support these passionate students with encouragement, confidence, and maybe a few dollars here and there at times, as we know. So we're going to begin the evening by honoring our educators and presenting the Distinguished Educator in the Arts Award. This award was created to highlight and honor extraordinary teachers who have touched our lives. We have been giving out these awards each year since 1999, so it's the 20th anniversary. We honor these educators who are actively making a difference day in and day out. The award this year is being given to someone whose passion for the history and culture surrounding illustration is really only exceeded, I think, in my view, by the passion he has for teaching and interacting with his students. I have had the tremendous honor of seeing him in action on my visits to Kendall College of Art and Design. I'm going to tell you a little bit about this year's award winner, John McDonald. John McDonald is a professor of illustration and department chair at Kendall College of Art and Design in Grand Rapids, where he has taught since 1980. From 2008 to 2017, he served as the program chair. Under his leadership, the illustration program achieved record enrollment at KCAD, with many students having gone on to win awards and accolades from prestigious organizations, including here at the Society of Illustrators and the Student Competition and in the Illustrators Annual. John's own academic work includes a certificate from KCAD in 1969 and an MFA from the San Francisco Art Institute in 1972. Before moving to Grand Rapids and joining KCAD, John lived in Los Angeles, where he began his freelance illustration career and took his first steps into education by teaching drawing and painting at Everyone's Village in Los Angeles. John's paintings cover a variety of significant topics. He has addressed environmental issues with an array of paintings after a trip to Costa Rica, and was commissioned to create a series of portraits on Native Americans in South Dakota. His collection, Slavery's Chill, takes a painful and important historical look at the lives of enslaved families and peoples and their journey to freedom in the U.S. He toured his series of portraits of heroes and role models throughout inner city schools and white suburban schools to educate students on the important work of African Americans, Native Americans, and Latinos. Portraits included a wide variety of groundbreaking leaders like movie producer Spike Lee, former U.S. Representative Barbara Jordan, blues guitarist Taj Mahal, shuttle astronaut Fred Gregory, and pediatric neurosurgeon Alexa Kennedy, among others. John's prolific freelance career also includes various mural paintings as well as advertising work for large corporations. He is the recipient of numerous awards, including a Giants Award in 1995, and he was inducted into the Grand Havens High School Hall of Fame. I know absolutely John does not like to be in the spotlight, but we are spotlighting you tonight, John, so please come up.
I have very bad knees. I thought I would be a baseball player, but obviously that didn't happen. When I first received this award, I can't thank everyone enough. I was in tears. I was not raised to take the lead in being praised or being honored, so it's very difficult. But this is such a wonderful award, and I've always loved the society. The first time I came here, it felt as if I was home. I looked at all of the work, and I had thought about this, and I thought, well, maybe if you said something about the past, there's no past here. It's the present and the future. And all of this beautiful work that you students have done, that's the future. And the work that you see on the walls by the famous illustrators, that is the present. Many of the people have passed, but the work to me is the present. There's no past work. Well, it's not like that. So it's my heartfelt thanks and love to my wife, my family, my sisters here, and without a doubt, one of the best students I've ever taught. Her name is Parity. She's incredible. I'm so happy she made it here. It's really heartwarming. My parents educated me to believe in my dreams. I wasn't probably the best student. And my sister doesn't know this, but they would give me a little extra money so I could draw. So she probably got less money in her allowance, but I got a little more. I did these stupid drawings, but my mom thought it was a good idea for me. About the society and about teaching, I learned more at the symposiums than I've ever learned in any college. We would come down every other year, and the information that we gathered at these symposiums, it really elevated our program. We went from number 4 to number 1. We even brought in Nell and Dennis Dietrich in. We implemented what they said, and all of a sudden our enrollment went up and the quality of work improved. And it was just wonderful. It was great for the students. And our students, I'm so thrilled that our illustration students stopped thinking about jobs and they started thinking about careers. So it wasn't just a job, it was a career in art. And that was a direct result of Nell coming in and Dennis. So without the students, we've accumulated a lot of information, and we pass it on. We were able to present it to them after we'd come from the seminars. We'd have meetings and talk about what we'd learned and how we were going to pass this on to our students. And it worked, and it really worked well. Without them, the students, I would not be up here. I just wouldn't be. They bought into their dreams, and they were encouraged. So it's very humbling to be in the company of all these artists and educators. One of my heroes is, I don't know if he's here tonight, Rudy Gutierrez and Chris Payne and Bill Thompson. But my main hero, when I came down here, was Murray Tippleman. I'm wearing this hat. We're both Dodger fans. Murray was a true master, one of the kindest people. He was fun. He would come to the door with his wife, and people would run to open the door for him. He never had to ask for anything. He also evaluated our program and gave us some of the best advice we had. So I will be forever grateful to the society, and to my friends, my family, and to all of you students for this award. Thank you very much.
Right here.
Okay. Wait, let me show these.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Let me get over here.
all those kind words, and thank you for all that you do. Really special. And now it's time to honor the students. Please welcome the chair of the Student Scholarship Committee, award-winning illustrator, great friend, passionate educator, Jordan Issett.
Hey, Jordan Issett. This is my 7th year serving as chair of the Society of Illustrators Student Scholarship Competition, and it's also my 1st year wearing readers, so I can read what I'm seeing. But it's an honor to host this event. So welcome and congratulations to the students who are chosen to be in this year's show. Your work represents the very best student illustration created over the previous year. Since the competition began over 40 years ago, it has served as an excellent catalyst for furthering the education of illustration students, not just financially with awards, but also providing them with significant exposure, confidence, and the knowledge that great rewards will come from persistence and hard work. Let's also give thanks to your faculty, your teachers, your classmates, your friends, family, everyone that supported you along the way. The path is difficult enough as it is. It's almost impossible and pretty miserable to go at it alone. So I noticed I teach at a couple of schools here in New York, Parsons and Pratt, and some of the students got in, but I noticed that their friends and classmates from their schools are here to support and to participate in this community. So, about the actual jury process. Over a span of 6 full days in early March, the jury met here at the Society of Illustrators to view and vote on 7,000 submissions from schools all across the United States and Canada. 7,000. So, it's with great appreciation that I thank them for volunteering their time and energy to the competition. They truly love illustration, understand its importance to our culture, and believe in its future. The resulting exhibition upstairs and the catalog showcases the craftsmanship, beauty, and the maturity of the art. About the judging process, now that you know that there's 7,000 images submitted, it's not an easy task. We have 25 judges, and they come in 5 per day over 5 straight days. So 7,000 divided by 5, that's the number of images that each judge sees. They see the image, they see the title, they read the description and the medium, but they don't see the student's name, they don't see the name of your faculty, they don't see the school, they just see your piece. And then they click yes or no. The ones that receive 4 or 5 yes votes out of 5 are here in the show. I should also note that, pieces that get 3 votes, a lot of excellent work in there too. But, this is what rose to the top over this process. I also want to take the time, this is the 5 days of judges. They're illustrators, artists, gallery owners, art directors, designers, publishers. Look at the back of the catalog and you'll see their names. So I want to thank my committee, Gregory Benton, a cartoonist, and Hannah K. Lee, who is an illustrator and art director at the New York Times. They, along with input from illustration and design colleagues, including Josh Cochran and John Hahn, Chris Nocenzo, helped me enlist 25 these renowned illustrators, artists, and art directors. And so I also want to thank Amel Miller, the director. I thank her and the entire staff for helping organize and run this competition. Special thanks goes to Brianne McGovern, the exhibitions administrator, and Kate Feartag, the director of communications and external relations. Their expertise and attention to detail was instrumental in getting us through the 6 long days of judging. It's 6 because the judges come back after the 5 days of judging and they see the pieces that got in, and then they decide which pieces win the scholarship awards. Also want to thank Tim O'Brien, the president of the Society of Illustrators, He's here every year, standing by my side, or actually behind me. He's telling me it's okay, just relax. No one cares what you're saying. I also want to thank Jody here. He designed the catalog. It's really beautiful. And he's also running this machine.
He's also a great illustrator.
And a great illustrator. I mean, we all wear many hats. That's what we need to do to survive. I don't want to go down that path. I tend to go down the dark way of freestyle. Ask my students, if they ask me to tell an anecdote about being an illustrator, it usually ends up with me being mugged, held up by gunpoint or knife. So, sorry, see that? I'm going on. I want to thank also the generous donors, supporters, and organizations, including Windsor Newton, who provided you with your gift bags and your booty. Warby Parker, they sponsor a scholarship. My sister is an art director there. And Rockstar Games is here, and they sponsor the scholarships for all the animation awards. And 3 of the illustrators and art directors are here in attendance. So, so if you want to know the exact number of pieces that got in, that were submitted, 6,896. They were entered from 72 schools from the US and Canada, and only 268 images and animations were selected by the jury. That's less than 3% success rate, making it, as Tim mentioned earlier, the most difficult illustration competition, professional or student, to get into. But this is art. Let's not dwell on stats. Just know that this accomplishment is a high achievement to be celebrated and to be proud of. Congratulations again. So we're going to start off with the animation awards. So we're gonna show the animations, and there's 5 awards, and we're gonna actually watch them all in their